Hello, everyone. Thank you. My voice, Lord Jesus. But hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is going to be my quick review for Love and Marriage Hunts of the Veal, okay? That came on yesterday, okay? I feel like because this is episode 13, that means there's about 2 more episodes left this season, and then probably a 2 parts reunion that we have coming up. But again, we're gonna have a little chit chat about what's going on today, okay? But first things first, if you've not done so already, please make sure, okay, that you have already, okay, subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, .. okay? Do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, on IG, also on Twitter. Y'all know to always like the video, because it's the thing to do. Like the video. Y'all know to also comment in the comment section, because it's a conversation between all of us. Okay, who is us? Everybody. Okay, everybody. Y'all know to also share this video and also hit the little bell that says notify me, because it's the thing to do. Now, yes, I am here. Hey, hello to the J of the birds. Okay, hello to yes, honey. These braids, something else, honey. I don't know. I'm a whole new person, honey. These braids, Lord Jesus. But again, anyway, we're not gonna do that today. So yes. Hi. Happy Sunday. Thank you to those who are watching live. Thank you to those who are watching the replay and everything. I appreciate everybody who does one or the other. If you can't be live, but you can watch the replay, that's the great thing. If you can watch the live and be here and have a good time, that's good too. Okay. But this is going to be a quick review, because I feel like, we're the end of the season. It ain't much more going on. We're just kind of closing up everything or whatever. So I'm like, I don't have time to be on here for no hour and a half. No. Because really, it was Maurice and girl and Marsau's chat, and then them on the beach, okay? But hello to the people around here. Hi. I think he did okay. Look, Martell, we're gonna get into it. Okay, because Martell is a lot. Okay, Martell is always a lot. Okay, good evening, everyone. A day late for an apology. There's a whole yes, thank you, Sheila. Right, there's a whole child. a whole human being out here that look like male's kids. Anyway, so you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Look, I have not had braids. I have not had braids since It's been at least 8 years. The last time I recall having braids was for my brother's 30th birthday. I'm 40. My brother's is he 39? How was this? I think we're a year apart. He's 39. So it's been about 8, 9 years since I had braids. And I'm like, I love these braids. Okay. I have not looked. I was like, yes, these are the same braids I used to get back in the 90s and 2000s. Okay. These gave me a whole new energy. Okay, around here. But yes, I love them. Thank you very much. Hello, beautiful, loving that look is everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Yeah, long hair, no hair and stuff. Okay, yes, braids. Please hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? That was a sorry ass almost kind of apology. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you see me there, then yes. If you don't see me there, what do you think that means? Look, I left the this I've been this is crazy. I left the panel in the summer. It's literally the winter. No. The panel is the panel. I'm not on it any longer. I left in June or July. I can't think of when it was. But no, if you see a panel and you see someone isn't there, that usually means that they're not there. But no, ma'am. Okay. Anyway, I love the break to eat. Look, the funny thing is, so my sister. So we got a few minutes. First 10 minutes, a little chit chat. My sister would get braids all the time. I used to get braids back in the day, here and there, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then I just stopped getting them because I never would get them all the time, like maybe once a year. No, once every 2 years, I used to get braids or whatever. But my sister been getting them, recently or whatever. Mom always has crochet stuff in her hair, and they kept saying, Jaylee, you can really just get some done in your hair, whatever. COVID made my hair fall out, all that stuff. And my sister just went and got braids, I think maybe last week. And I was like, I like those. I was like, send me the shop where you go, because you go to the same place. I'm like, send me the information. I'm going to go get braids next week. And I got up yesterday and went and got braids. And it took them, I got there, they started braiding my hair at 10:15. I was done by like 1:30, 1:45 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Little, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. And y'all don't know, even though I keep my hair up in a bun, it takes work to put my hair in a bun. You know what I'm saying? Having to keep my hair combed out. I don't want no knots or whatever. And sometimes I just don't want to comb my hair. Sometimes I wake up late for work and I gotta get my hair a little wet. Brush it on up, make it look nice and smooth, okay? And then, you know what I'm saying, if my head hit the little car, it's so much. And now I don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, the braids just falling in the water, okay? I keep having to do this because the braids and fall in the water. When I try to do dishes, it's a lot. So, I can't put them up in a bun yet or up in the ponytail yet. But when I can, you know what I'm saying, I can do different things, and I will. So, yeah, I'm going to start doing some different stuff. And, again, it's a protective style. I'm going to probably leave these in until my birthday in January when I turn 40 plus 1. Anyway. Yes, okay. I love my hair too. Thank you very much. Okay. Hey, in the corner. Hey, everybody. Okay, let's get into what we came here to get into, which is the people of the love and the marriage of the Huntsville. Well, I felt like Martell was out here saying sorry to Mel, and Mel was like, boy, bye. We have a conversation between Marsau and Maurice. Okay, and that's kind of the first thing I want to touch on. Okay, is the chit chat between the brothers. Now, because this is the end of the season, I feel like everybody, like, where's Tiffany and Lewis? Why we ain't seeing them no more? The whole fact that Tiffany and Lewis is supposed to be a whole member of the team, just a whole part of the show, and we don't see them anywhere is weird to me. I feel like, do we need Tiffany and Lewis? Why are they not here? Now look, I'm hoping that this will be their third season coming up. I'm really hoping that they gonna learn how to just be organically authentic on camera, because they now do have a storyline. They're having a whole baby. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, okay, there's content there for us. We just need y'all to be authentically whatever it is y'all doing, so that way we can like y'all. Because we know Destiny ain't giving shit. Where is Stormy and her husband Courtney? We would love to see them as well. But I'm like, ending the season with these one blurbs of Kimmy's diagnosis and the conversation and everything else with Miller Martell. Y'all can't do that next season. No, ma'am, no, sir. So we do see Marcel and Maurice have a conversation. So Maurice went to go talk to his little brother. Okay, because if y'all don't remember, Maurice is the older brother. Marcel is the younger brother. Okay, so he went over there to talk to his brother. Now look, even though Marcel said that Tisha told him about Kimmy being diagnosed, he also said that she didn't give any detail. He did not know if it was like a not real. He did not know how deep it was. Okay, he didn't know. Okay, she's really diagnosed for sure. It is an aggressive cancer. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't know any of the details. So Maurice is like, yes, she was diagnosed. It's for sure she's diagnosed as breast cancer. It's an aggressive cancer. They're giving her aggressive treatment. She gotta go through it or whatever. And so it's hard. And you can tell that Maurice is like really emotionally, spent. He need a break. He needs someone to release all his energy onto, because he feel like he can't do that. I left my oven on. He can't do that with Kimmy. So, he was like, I know, because teacher said some stuff, but she didn't put anything into detail. And I was like, well, she did not. Now, they both kind of cry. I like, was Marcel crying or was he sweating? I'm confused. Either way it go, it was amazing to see Marcel comfort and give his brother great advice. Okay, the fact that he was at least listening to Maurice is a great thing. But I feel like I feel like Marcel listens to men more than he listens to women. Okay, and Maurice, like, I just feel like I have to be strong for Kimmy. I can't be weak around Kimmy. I have to be strong, and Kimmy strong too. I feel guilty because I kept pushing her before to quit being a nurse and to be into real estate or whatever. And in that time frame, Kimmy was supposed to have went and got a mammogram, but because I guess she had quit the insurance, with insurance stuff, if you change insurances, you have to sometimes wait like a couple months to get covered for everything or whatever. He's like, because of that transition with insurance stuff, it was too soon for her to be able to get a mammogram. And then she kind of forgot or put it off, before. And so, he feels guilty about, pushing her to do that, because he like, had I not done that, we could have caught the cancer sooner and he could have been ahead of it, because, what I'm saying, this and that, the other. So he felt guilty too. He also felt like, I'm saying, I because I can't be weak around her, I want to fix things. I can't fix this. I'm saying, I can't control it. I'm saying, he's just out of sorts. And I like Marsau, like, just be real about, like, you can't be strong for Kimmy, which then makes Kimmy be strong. About those. This cold I had, I think I had that it was called RSV stuff. I think I had that because it's been crazy. My nose is still running. But again, Maurice, like, if you are trying to be tough for Kimmy, she gonna try to be tough for you, and y'all both is being fake about it because y'all both are really hurt, and y'all won't, release that hurt. And I feel like, when somebody when anyone has cancer, it's like, it's hard not to think about, I'm going to die. And I feel like, is Kimmy and Maurice trying to just stay so positively strong to not think about what could happen? That could just be their defense mechanism, yes. But I do agree with Marsau in saying y'all both need to just express your true feelings. If that is sadness and pain and hurt, then you have a right to feel that too. It does not all have to be just strength. I agree. I fully agree with that. Okay. And he like, if you have to cry on her shoulder, cry on your wife's shoulder. You say that's okay, because it then lets her know it's okay for her to let go too. And I think that's a great thing. I also like how Maurice said he didn't have anyone else to kind of, unload and unload, and it may not be the right thing, but he has no one else to digest his feelings with. So Maurice, girl, Maurice said he did not have anyone to express his feelings to, and so that could be his brother Marsau. And that's what brothers are. That's what siblings are supposed to be for. So it was a good, conversation between them two. A good girl when Marsau, when they hugged, honey, and Maurice was crying, and Marsau shoulder, Kimmy gonna be okay. I was like, oh Lord Jesus. It was so sad, also empowering to just see two brothers, two men, embrace each other and fully cry, because again, we all wish the best for Kimmy. We all want the best for Kimmy. Everyone wants Kimmy to be okay. However, in the thick of that, the thought process still could be, well, damn, she could die. You don't want her to die. You want her to be healed and happy and healthy in the name of Jesus. But it's nothing wrong with thinking or being fearful. I won't say fearful, but just having realistic emotions. There's nothing wrong with people having realistic emotions. And a realistic emotion when your person has cancer is you are scared they may die. And seeing them embrace each other, seeing Maurice be so honest about how bad he feels and how scared he is. He said, I just got married. You know what I'm saying? And I could be at risk for losing everything. Meaning if Kimmy died, that's my everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's a very realistic moment for people to have. And as much as we say we hate this show and oh my God, it's so fake, and I feel like we are currently seeing real moments. Be that Kimmy's cancer, be that Mel and Martell's divorce, them trying to co-parent. All of this is real life stuff, and we are gonna have our own opinions about it. But we can't be upset that right now what two families, meaning Scott's and the host, are going through is some messy, sad shit. Messy for Mel and Martell, and sad for Kimmy, Marsau, Maurice, and T. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, this to me is great reality, because it's actually reality. And if we can want to be entertained, I can get that. But we cannot want to be entertained and then want folks to fake the funk to make us feel happy about what we watch. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Maurice and Marsau have that woman. I'm sure eventually down the line we'll cut some both off for something else. But for right now, it was a brotherly, lovely conversation. It was, kisses and hugs and support. And that's what I think is a great thing for right now. Okay. So, let me see some comments. Let me see some comments. Consider how much Marsau was Tisha talk. Right. So Tisha could have told him, Marsau, Kimmy has full blown cancer, and Marsau was like, I didn't hear you. I don't know what you said. Okay. Because and that's what he does. We all know Maurice needs support as well. That is where Marsau came to play. And that's a good thing, because, so we know, because, and again, they have a couple other brothers and a sister. So I do feel like, I wonder how the rest of the family is also embracing Maurice and Kimmy at this point in time. His face was sweaty, and he put out a tear. I got my eye. I think everybody got that eye on Maurice, or Marsau, because you never know. Yes, I hope he don't blame himself. No one's to blame for something like this. True, but I do feel like he probably realized I don't want Maurice to blame himself for Kimmy having cancer. I do want him to realize you need to stop pushing what you want on people, because you never know how that can affect their life. You can't think that you're always right. So that does not mean that it's your fault she has cancer, but it do mean next time, stop thinking about what you want in life. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that's what he kind of takes from it. Marsau, not a black leprechaun. Caregivers do need support. We learned that with Nene and Greg. Yeah, when Greg was going through stuff or whatever on the show on Housewives, and Nene was being Nene and acting, you know what I'm saying, a little loco. It's because Nene needed some support. You know what I'm saying? And she was acting a little bit crazy. You're right, Jay. I think about dying all the time because I'm scared. Look, death is a part of life. You can't. I think everybody has. We all gonna leave this world. eventually. But while we're here, we have to live in the good times, in the good moments, or whatever, and try to be positive, even in the midst of a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay, that was a redeeming scene for the Scott brothers. Marsau had his brothers back, and Maurice got to vent about the situation. I agree. I agree. It was amazing. And again, we have to start being okay with these real life situations that we're seeing and not constantly waiting for the B of the F that we see on some of these fake ass shows that get us pissed. Okay, now on to the trip with the people. Mel Mama finally there. Okay, Mama what's it, Van got there finally. And her and Mel was talking. Mel was smart because Mel sat there and was putting on her product, and her product sitting right. I was like, Mel, you better do product placement. You better put your products right next to your thigh, okay? But Mel and Miss Van talk. Okay, so Miss, oh, how's the trip going? How is everything going, Zorda? Now Mel says it's going fine. You know what I'm saying? It's fine or whatever. So far for our first trip post divorce. I think a lot of people, because I saw comments last night, honey, of folks who was watching this show. And I think some people get confused with people trying to take up for, make excuses for, and support Mel and her bullshit, as they say. And people who really realize this is the first time someone has to be around the man who they were married to, who fully embarrassed them for years on social media, in the public or whatever, with this mistress and this new baby, and having to be around them for the first time with Mel not really being healed. I was like, look, there are different versions of being healed. You hear me? When Mel said that she had moved on and was healed from the BS of Martell, I really do think that probably meant her not wanting to be back with him, her wanting to move on in life. That does not mean when she's in that person's presence, sometimes he may not piss her the fuck off, and she may still want to get a jab in here or there. Why? Because that man literally changed their life. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I want people to stop making it seem like Mel is fake. Mel lied, Mel not healed. She can be healed, meaning I'm no longer hurting and in pain from what I went through. That does not mean I don't want to still punch him in the face when I see him. It does not mean that she has forgotten what he put her through. Let's not forget, there's a walking human being around here that is the mere definition, the proof of an affair, by the name of little baby Holt, baby mama Coleslaw. So I really want folks to have a more realistic idea of what being healed means. It does not mean you forgot. It means the hurt. Look, being heartbroken hurts. It does not mean that once you're no longer hurt, that it means if I see that person, I may not throw a jab. I may throw a jab, but I'm not in pain from you. You can't hurt me anymore, but you still fucked over me and had a baby on me. And I might want to punch you in the face once or twice because, again, I have not been around you for a while. Also, Mel being healed within herself don't have shit to do with when she has to be around Martell for the first time. You can have a whole baby and take 6 to 8 weeks for your cooch to heal. That first time you had sex, it may hurt a little bit. You may want to punch the dude in the face who got you pregnant. So people need to realize being healed has different levels. It don't mean she lying. It does not mean that she's not healed. It doesn't. And again, people acting like, oh, she's been around Martell. She has not been around Martell on a consistent basis for a couple years. See his face, could it piss her off? Just saying. Okay. So that in my thing, people love. I think some people just don't like Mel. They just don't like Mel. Some people think that because Malik is being cordial with Martell for the kid's sake, as her being willing to take him back, one had nothing to do with the other. I fully agree. Okay. Thank you, Lee. Everyone has their own healing journey. She is not healed if she still wants to punch him in the face. That's not true. It's not at all. And punch in the face is a punch in the face would not look. The fact that people who stay together still have triggers. So you have people who stay together and a person will stay with you and say, I forgive you. But every once in a while, they make sure your food is a little bit too spicy. If you have an argument, they may once in a while bring up that bullshit. You may, you know what I'm saying? It's a part of it. So if y'all can think about people who stay with people who fuck them over, who say they're over it, but they still bring it up every once in a while, Mel has the right to also be over and for the first time be around that man, you know what I'm saying? She threw a little jab or two. I would too. Anyway, that's just me. Um, but it's different, right? And a person can be triggered. Seeing Martell around and then be on a family vacation the first time after the divorce is triggering. You wonder why? Because they can't do this as often because he cheated, because he embarrassed her, because he had a baby with somebody else, because he was consistently going on social media trying to embarrass her because he was hurt. I agree. Mel and Kim are to my face. To my face. I even like Tisha sometimes when she not being an asshole. Like he did change their life. However, you have to realize that Martell has the right to be hurt as well, even though he was the one that presented her hurt. Right. Martell has a right to be hurt too. He does, but he can't take his hurt out on Mel. He can't want Mel to heal his hurt. It's not Mel's job to help him heal. Healed means it ain't on sight for me to beat your ass. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. A person, I'm stop. I'm not gonna fuss with y'all. Okay, everybody has the right to their opinion. Okay. Anyway, but again, Mel and her mama talking, and she said, okay, so it's first trip, after the divorce. It's been a long time since we've all been together. But when I feel myself having a moment, I just go take a moment for myself and gather myself and be cool. Because again, it's her first time being around the man who she had planned to be with forever, who ruined their family. And now she has to be around him as if nothing ever happened. Can you imagine? I could not. Okay. Now she also brings up I can't believe he invited Scott. So I'm saying I don't know why he would do that because he was all against himself, but that's what Martell does. And the reason because Martell likes to make it seem like if we're gonna be cordial for the family, for the friend, for the kids, that she should be okay with being around whoever. And Mel, in my opinion, has just actively made sure to keep herself at a distance if she don't want the bullshit. Over there. Over there. Over there. Okay? It's just different. It's just different. Okay? Her mom said, well, how are you and Tisha? Because Tisha was there too. And Mel said, you know what I'm saying? I know how to be nice. I can be cordial, but I am not looking to be anything with her or them or whatever I'm saying. It was what it was. They left and I kept it moving. And I feel like Mel and Tisha would be able to move forward if every time we see Tisha in her confessional, she wasn't saying some shady shit. So it's funny to me that in the scene we see Mel and Tisha getting along, and we happy, like yay, they can all be around each other, whatever. But then she say bullshit in the confessional, and I'm like, damn it, Tisha. So to see Mel saying, I can't be their friend, I look like it's true. She kind of knew what not to do because we thought, hey, they could probably move forward. But in the confessional, it was like, no, Tisha was on some bullshit. And that's that on that. Martell was also claiming that Mel was cheating on him to try to get the heat off him. He was a part of the problem. I agree. Thank you to L's. Um, according to my therapist, everyone has their own definition of healing and growth that works for them. I agree. I fully agree. Fully. And as long as you know what works for you, that's what works for you. That's like different therapies work for different people. You know what I'm saying? Different everything's work for different people. But with Tisha Mama, not Tisha Mama, Mel, her mom like, I'm just happy that I think it's a wise decision for you to not really try to, make a friendship work with them because it's been all over the bullshit. Now, Mark and his mama talk. No, Mama Marlene. Mama Marlene, to me, Mama Marlene need therapy. The reason why. She has this sense of ignorance. And I mean in this aspect of she like to ignore shit. And ignoring stuff that needs to be discussed to me is ignorance. But because I think she has so much pain in her life, it's easier for her to just move on and not even deal with whatever's coming on. But I want his mama to get therapy. Okay, go talk to somebody real fast because she needs it. Martell looks silly saying he's hurt, but he called the hurt. Hey, Nikki, thank you so much. I think Tisha's still mad that Mel was going along with Martell with those Marsau cheating rumors. And the thing about that is she should move on from that. Because in my opinion, they've already discussed that over and over and over. All of them said something that wasn't fully true to get back at the other one. Mel did, Martell did, Marsau did, Tisha did. Move on past that shit. Okay? But Marlene is just happy to be, this is the best of my life. I'm having so much fun now. I did not know if we would ever get back to be able to be around each other together. That I was so heartbroken. Y'all got divorced because y'all are all the family that I have. I do feel like Marlene lives through Martell. Because in one breath she'll say how heartbroken she was about them divorcing. But I'm like, but you still won't fully hold yourself accountable for the role he played in the fucking divorce. That's the crazy part, okay? Again, that's why I think she needs therapy. But again, they both like they're just happy that right now the kids are happy. The kids are so happy for them all to be together at once. But I feel like that's Martell's fault. Keep hearing Martell saying this episode how Mel should do this and do that and be quiet or hush because it's for the kids. I'm like, bruh, you ruined the family. The reason we are even in this predicament is because you ruined the family. So I should not have to hush or not do this or that to keep our kids happy in this blissful bubble of a vacation because he fucked around on me and then got somebody else pregnant and could not stop cheating. And now, all these years later, he now gets how much he fucked up. And so I'm supposed to just forget and be, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that ain't life, okay? And Martell, we need to be on the same page. If we can be on the same page, you know what I'm saying? We could have more family trips. I was like, Martell, do you realize most of the time when shit pop off is because you do something? You do something and you and Mel end up beefing. Okay, that's my opinion. Okay, now he also brought up how he know they're gonna start dating other people, and that once that happened, it may be different. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. But my thing is, I think Martell may now know he can't be with coleslaw because you can't have no family trip with your mistress, the baby, and us. I think he realized that was a fantasy. That's probably why he's with Sheree now. But I was like, a part of me feel like Martell kept holding on and kept fucking around with coleslaw because he was stupid. Because he never truly planned to be with her. So I think he's just realizing how much he's fucked everything up. He had to start completely over. Okay, it's just dumb. Okay, now the family went on the trip. on a yacht. Okay, a nice little boat. Now I'm like, now the boat not as big as the boats on below deck. Those are mega yachts, but this is still a nice, huge yacht there in Florida. Okay, a little family trip on a boat or whatever. It was everyone's first time on a yacht. It was a cute boat. Okay, the family around there having fun with the kids. You know, Mel and Martell were like dancing around. Again, everything to me they were doing for the kids. Okay, I think we see how much, in my opinion, Mel has to shuck and jive so that even if she's uncomfortable around Martell in front of her kids, she can't act like that. She has to act like, you know what I'm saying, it's great, great, great. So the kids never know the difference. But I think Martell still aggravates her when she's in his presence. I think it's one thing to be able to move past shit when you're not around someone. When you're around that person, you have that's a whole other part of healing. Because now that person in your space saying shit and you just remembering all the shit they said. How you was a cheater, you wasn't giving enough head, how Coleslaw was doing, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff he said probably still comes to her. It may not hurt her. It may not hurt her, cause her pain, but it causes you to want to punch somebody in the face. And Martell may catch a jab here or a jab there. Yes, Coleslaw was a fun time girl. Fun time girl. And a part of me feel like when he and Mel broke up, I think Martell really thought Mel will come back to me. And when she would not, every time she would not come back to him, he would be more and more spiteful, more and more mean to her. And it was a back and forth thing between them. Coleslaw was still involved as well, which is also another hurt part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole thing. I think Martell finally realized I can't be with the fun time girl no more. And once he realized, damn, she's done with me, y'all. She's done. That's when we would see him have those conversations about Mel being a cheater too, and her being a side piece too. All these things, how she was the babies that she with the time she was pregnant and did not have the babies, and those children were his. He would say stuff because he felt like, okay, if you won't come back to me, I'm gonna hurt you. And people seem to forget that. And they make it seem as if, you know what I'm saying? And again, this does not mean Mel perfect or nothing like that. I'm just saying, let's not make it seem as if Martell did not torture that lady in private and in public. Allow the baby mama, his side piece, to also talk cash shit about her, which then had the cast of the show talking cash shit about that lady, which then had fans talking cash shit about that lady, all because Martell was upset that Mel would not stay with him. That's the gotcha. That don't mean Mel perfect. That does not mean Mel did not say stuff back to Martell. What it means is Martell purposely caused pain and anguish to Mel because he was hurt that she would not keep taking his bullshit. That was the thing. Martell is a gaslighting, manipulative asshole. He is. When he was hurt, he wanted to hurt her more. That's the gotcha. And all Mel know of Martell is how he would be nice one day and an asshole the next. So people were like, Mel, she ain't over, she not healed because she don't trust that man. He is not show her he's different. He was showing her his difference during this trip. But y'all have to remember, all Mel knows is that Martell was fucking all over. Okay, so when I review this show, I review this show from a common sense standpoint, not from a support Mel through her book. No, it's like Mel ain't perfect at all. She has her faults as well. But I can tell when she's trying her best to not allow what he put her through to stay with her. I have been put through bullshit in the past. Not in the past. I have been put through bullshit too. Not publicly, but again, in life in general. I can't imagine going through what Mel went through and then having folks expect me to be nice to that motherfucker. And when I say I'm healed, they call me a liar because I'm like, I'm not hurt anymore, but I might want to punch him in the throat once or twice. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, anyway. So, Mel was taking jabs on this trip here and there. I do not think her saying that she will get her hair changed because Martell like braids was a jab. That means, to me, that means Martell, don't try to say shit about me as if I'm doing something for you. That's a trigger for me. Because you're talking as if I want to be back with you and I don't. Okay, now Mel saying to him, "You're welcome" for the boat was her being petty. Her suggesting that the kids on the look thing maybe sing a song, that was her being petty. Throwing that. But again, I'm gonna throw my jab because you deserve it. Martell said, I see Mel throwing jabs, saying thank you for the boat, doing a song. It's just a jab. I'm not gonna react. You deserve them jabs, bro. You deserve them. Mel has the right for the next year or so to throw slight jabs until she's used to being back around you, until you prove to her that you're not faking niceties, because he's fake nice before, and the moment he's upset because she won't accept his advances, he go off. And I think people are not being realistic about the reason she be doing little shit. It's like y'all forgot what he did. Then on that Vegas trip, he literally called that lady a mistress. Said that she had also been a side piece too, knowing it was a lie. Because he was upset. So in my opinion, your ex-wife, who you were married to for 12 years, who you cheated on and publicly embarrassed and had a baby on her, she has the right to, the first time she around you, to have her guard up. And whenever she feel like you on some slick bullshit or whatever, or not accepting or being appreciative that she's allowing you in her space, I'm going to throw a little jab. You're welcome for the goddamn yacht trip. You're welcome. You're on an all expense paid trip in Destin, Florida, at a nice ass house with a chef, and we're on a yacht, bitch. You're welcome. After you cheated on me, you're welcome. We have to applaud Mel for having that kind of niceness in her. I don't know about me. You know what I'm saying? She was nice enough to invite him, but also have her guard up. You're welcome, bitch, is what I would have said. Coast, I can't afford this bitch. I would have said that. You know what I'm saying? He would throw. Did y'all forget last season every scene he had with some dogging Mel out? Do y'all remember that? So Mel can be healed, but also still want to throw a little jab until he proves he's different. Okay? I'm on the side of a scorned woman who we seen go through the bullshit. I didn't forget. I know Martell been nice now. I know Martell been nice. So what? He was an asshole last time. Until you prove to me that you can keep being authentically sorry, you gonna get the jab here, because eventually she will see, okay, he is different, and she'll stop throwing jabs. But it's the first time she's been in that man's presence. And the fact of the matter that we know down the line, he gonna go on social media, sit in his car and do a whole live dogging Mel as if she's a bad mother. We know Mel wasn't wrong. Martell has not changed yet. So y'all want Mel to be also forgiving and also nice when we know shit happened after the fact. Anyway. We do see them again. They were having a good time on the boat, because the kids were having a good time on the boat. Okay, it was a good thing. Good thing was being had. Now they all sit around and chit chat. Okay, all the adults, the mamas and the children. Okay, meaning the Mama Marlene, Mama Van, Mel and Martell. Again, I think her mom, I think Miss Van is aware. Mel is not fully comfortable and she's not fully trusting Martell yet. And she don't have to. So I think her mom was trying to be protective of Mel, but also say, we all have to be respectful. Meaning my daughter has to be respectful, but so does Martell. Okay, so that was going on. Now, when Mel asked Martell, are you healed from our divorce? Because he was saying, I was hurt. It's not only the woman who was hurt in a divorce. Nigga, you was the one who called it. You caused it. You caused the demise of your marriage. You caused the divorce. So Martell admitting that he was also hurt and angry. Okay, he'll be saying stuff because he was hurt and angry. You know what I'm saying? But he is not. He said he's not 100% healed because he said because he can feel the jab she's tossing. Okay, but he's better because he's not responding to them. You didn't respond to them on the trip. But because I covered this shit, I recall the live you did, the live your sad chick did about Mel. Which is the same thing with Tisha, how Mel and Tisha were talking in the scene, but in her confessional, Tisha was being shady. Mel Martell on this trip is cordial, but on his live, he was a goddamn villainous asshole coming for Mel. Fully. Okay. He also brought up how, I accept now that your song was a part of your healing process or whatever. So I can't let that be a trigger for me because, before I would go off. It is like you want to keep going off because the song was made about what you did. How are you not more upset that you did it? She couldn't make the song if you didn't do it. So again, folks really like Mel should move on. Mel should stop. I was like, do y'all not know or remember why she's pissed? Do y'all not remember why they got divorced? And it's easy for Martell to say in these scenes how Mel should be better for the kids. She should be cordial for the kids. She should not throw jab for the kids. You didn't think to not fuck that lady for your children. What was your kid when you was on social media coming for their mama? So folks who like to go off on Mel, to me, are fucking childish when it comes to her and Martell. I don't mind people who feel like her and teach her and the girls, whatever. That's whatever. Mel and Martell is something different. Why do y'all want a woman to just blindly accept that the nigga who's been an asshole this whole goddamn time is now changed? And if she don't feel the need to trust that this shit, then she's the one who's fucked up. No, Martell is the one who's fucked up. Because again, after this trip, Martell was the one going on social media fucking with Mel. Martell trying to sue Mel for custody of the kids. The fuck? What? Who, what, when, where, how does that make any sense? I be trying because look, I have to be logical about shit. And people are taking this because, on the show right now, you invited him. So you don't have the right to be mad at him. It's like, no, but they have to start somewhere. And Martell ass ain't going to plan a goddamn family trip. Mel was a goddamn angel, in my opinion, for inviting him for her kids. But that's just step one. That don't mean that I don't feel how I feel about your asshole ass and what you did. What it means is you can no longer hurt me. That's also what heal means. It means you can try your best to fuck me over, and it will no longer put me in a place where I am gutted. Okay, I am crying and I'm physically hurt because of what you did to me. What it means is the next time you try to hurt me, motherfucker, I ain't gonna care. I'm gonna cut your ass out. which is what Mel was doing. Mel, that's what she do. And Mel, right? Come on now, Angie B. Women are always willing to accept the bare minimum just to give man. And Mel said no. Mel said no, and people don't like that. Some folk don't like her. I'm not saying anyone has to like Mel, but you can't tell me if you've been watching this show all these years that you can't see Mel around here being smarter than the average bear. Because had she been nice to that man, had she been nicer, she should not have to be nice to him in order for him to not be a complete asshole to her. She shouldn't have to kiss his ass for him to feel better. It's not Mel's job to make him feel forgiven. Bitch, Jesus need to can't cuss at Jesus. Jesus need to forgive you. I don't. I move past you. You can't hurt me no more. Okay. Now, while he say, you know what I'm saying, he gonna put his best foot forward. He said, I want us to be on the best page. I want us, you know what I'm saying, to be able to, be cool or whatever, and whatever. And Mel, so I'm proud of you for growth. Yeah. Now, when Mel, because my Marlene's in there, and my Marlene, she was happy to have a little drink, okay? And she like, all that matters is that we family. I love you. Oh, girl, Mama Marlene, hush. The reason I'm saying hush is because you cannot want Mel to accept your son bullshit so that you don't feel lonely. Because your only family is your son and his family. So you want her, meaning Mel, to just accept your son's bullshit because it helps you to be involved and around them together. So that's for you. It's the Capricorn in me, even though, look, I am not a person who's into the whole, sign shit, but I am fully aware that I am a Capricorn. The more I hear about, how we supposedly are, I'm like, yes, that's me. I am I'm very logical, and sometimes it makes folks not like me because some folks like picking sides and not looking at both sides. And I'm like, no, because there's two sides to every story. But we've seen both these shits. We've watched it all. From the show to their lives. We've seen it all. I've covered it all. Covered it all. And so I can't ignore what I see. I can't do that. That's not in me. I can't do it. It's not gonna happen. Not today. Not today. Not ever. Okay. So again, Mel asked Miss Marlene, how did you handle issues growing up, raised in Martell or whatever? I'm saying that y'all like talk about issues. She said, well, no. I will say this. Marlene and Mel have two different lives. Marlene was a single mother, had to get it up out the mud, did not have help from a man or whatever. That was that. Mel and Martell were a family unit up until he did what he did. And Mel is just now having to be the single mom that Marlene had to be, but she still had years of herself being in a two-parent household with her, Martell, and the kids. So I would say Marlene had a different life. However, we also see Marlene raise her kids differently too. Meaning, when she said I was a single mom, all I'm going to do was I work two jobs. I work my ass, work two jobs, and I would tell my kids, do the best you can do, whatever. You're saying, if you don't do what you're supposed to, I'm going to beat your ass. Meaning, she was not. Look, I'm not saying she was a bad mom. I'm not saying that she did not love her children. I felt like she was so busy trying to pay bills and stuff she didn't have time to really nurture them. She was, she had a hard life being a single mom, and that's it's hard being a single parent, especially back in the day or whatever. So when Mel asked about what if the kids like had an issue in school or whatever, like Martell was bullied when he was little, and when she said how they couldn't come to me whining about stuff, it's like we can't. That's not whining. If your kid is being bullied, they're supposed to be able to come to you and tell you how they feel. And she was like, no, meaning she was not a nurturing parent. She loved her kids, yes, but she didn't have the tools or the time or the mental capability to be that nurturing mom to where when your kids were hurting, they knew they can come talk to you. I could always, I could and can always let my mom about however I feel. Okay, I was raised in a very nurturing household from my mom and my dad. You know what I'm saying? So even I can't understand being raised in a household where I could not talk to my parents. Martell and Mel said she can see why Martell now has an issue communicating, because he was raised in a house you didn't speak on, what was going on. It didn't matter. And she still feels that way now. Like she still don't understand that wasn't good. It wasn't horrible. But you should have wanted your kids to be able to come to you and tell you, Mama, I'm being bullied in school. I am sad. Right. She was physically there, but not mentally there. And we know that she loved her kids dearly. But again, girl, and she admits how she would have loved to have had, they daddy around, but that wasn't her life. You know what I'm saying? So how you and Martell is a whole different thing than how I was. And I feel like a lot of kids was raised that way. I have family, not family. I have friends who did not have the same home life I did. My mom and my dad were together, not my birth dad, you know what I'm saying? But my father, the one who I call my dad, may rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? He and my mom were together since I was in first grade. So I've always known a two-parent household. I have no recollection of not being in a two-parent household until my dad died in 2015. However, I had friends who did not have that kind of, bond with their parents. I had friends who did not like their mama, who did I didn't understand that, because that's not the life I have. Now me and my mom are so close. So I feel like Marlene speaking on how she raised the kids, because that's just how she was. And the fact that I think Martell knows it is not right, but he would not want to make his mom feel bad, because how he and Mel raised kids is different than how he was raised. Right. I had a real two-parent household, unlike coleslaw. You know what I'm saying? And that is hilarious. But it's just like, I just wish Marlene could get into some therapy, whatever. I think she had things to unpack too. You know what I'm saying? And I think Mel saying, like, I get why Martell is how he is, because he was not raised to be able to communicate his feelings. And so now he just out here on asshole shit. On complete asshole shit. Okay, I'm like, it's stupid or whatever. Okay, so they kind of get off that conversation, and Martell said, I just want us to stay cool or whatever. I want things to keep going good like this or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, that's fine. And Mel said, look, as long as you don't start no bullshit, we good. As long as you do not start no bullshit with me, we fine. And I think people took that as Mel jabbing at Martell. I'm like, but y'all forget, Martell do shit that piss Mel off. We can't act like she said that for no reason. That's been his consistency. That's been what he's been doing the whole time. Well, no, I don't think that's an excuse for why he is how he is, but because he's a grown man. But we have to also recognize that a person's upbringing sometimes does change how they view things, and how they, because it doesn't mean that his cheating was whatever. It means Martell was not mature enough to communicate with his wife, whatever, before he went out and cheated. He just went out and did shit because he don't know how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it was. Yes, I know. Congrats, Kiki. We'll discuss that on I'm gonna do a gossip chat tomorrow. We'll discuss Kiki's pregnancy. Martell is very performative, more than what people may say, more than what people say that Mel does. Right? He's an ultimate performer. Girl, I'm like, they don't be seeing it, but I do. I do be saying it. I be like, it's right there. Okay? Because it's easy to keep saying, oh yeah, I messed up a lot. I get it now, and I'm sorry for what I've done to Mel, and I get it. Bruh, bye. Because if that was true, you would also get, you can expect her to keep letting you off the hook. You can't say because, oh, girl, don't do that. You can't, like, if you fully accept what you did wrong, you accept whatever comes from that. And a part of what comes from that will be your wife, ex-wife, throwing a jab here and there for a little bit of a minute. If you truly knew that you were the culprit that broke up your marriage, you know it was not her fault. You would not be upset. You would not be triggered by her jab at you because you know you the reason for the jabs. That's how you know in the scene and in the confessional, he full of shit. I know it was my fault. Oh, then why are you upset or why are you surprised that she still tossed a jab here or there? Okay, I'm leave that be. Anyway, y'all do me a favor. Do me a favor. Like the video. And I'm back. I made some roasted potatoes. Just took a little bite. Delicious. Can't wait to go fly to eat my food. Okay. Anyway, they go out to eat. Okay. And it was supposed to be a whole family dining experience or whatever. Martell had it set up to where he and Mel would have a separate table together on the side. And Mel was like, why this Negro got us? What? This is about, I don't know, what is this? What is this? I don't know what that is. Okay. But they have the table together. Look, again, Martell taking the chance of feeling like, okay, I can be around here. Okay, and she gonna just have to sit with me and talk at dinner. Not saying, hey Mel, we've been having a good, trip this time. I want to talk to you about some things. Can we talk privately at dinner? No, let me ambush her and say when we're there, hey, yeah, we sitting over there by ourselves. The same way he ambushed her and said, hey, the Scots are coming. Yeah. Anyway, so Mel, like, I just hope he is not trying to get me back because, again, that's what he usually do. He does things to put her in predicaments, to have a conversation about the past. Let's discuss how it used to be. Let's look at old family photos. Let's discuss all this old shit that I miss after I cheated on you. Guess what? I was pregnant, and they called you a sad chick. Anyway, so Martha said, no. I want us to sit here and talk whatever. I want us to have a conversation because I was already blaming myself. I was saying, I was already blaming you. I kept blaming you and saying how you rejected me. Okay, that I was being childish. I was being so childish, and I kept saying what you wasn't doing, and I was like, Martell, Mel don't care. Okay, she's over it. She's like, no, I don't want you, no. Okay, and thank you, thank you. Um, But Mel, like, look, this better not be about head. This better not be about head. I am so tired of hearing about head. Because every time Martell would bring up what she did not do, he would always say she would not give me head. Okay? He says, no, not at all, not at all. Look, I realize I never asked you why you stopped doing stuff. Okay? I should have looked deeper. Look deeper. Okay, and what I was doing wrong, and it should not have been blaming you. So, was Martell trying to take ownership for what he did? Yes. Was he trying to say, I know it wasn't you, it was me, blah 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 blah? Yes, he was. He was. However, I still feel like Martell was trying to rehash stuff, in my opinion, to make Mel forgive him, and Mel not trying to do that. I don't think any of what Martell was doing was fully to say sorry to Mel. It was to rehash old shit, to make her feel like she could trust him again. And Mel not trying to fall down that rabbit hole. Okay, and when she said, "Well, look, let me ask you this," because his whole complaint the whole time was she didn't give me head. She said, "Did I give you head?" He said, "Yes, of course." He did, but I don't want to be negative. Whatever, I don't want to have any negative stuff. And this is the gotcha. You cannot tell me to not have my feelings about the conversation that you're forcing us to have. You are forcing this conversation by saying what you used to do, how you used to blame me. So I can't have a rebuttal to what you blame me for. I can't make it clear as day that you were lying on me. I can't do that. Okay, not at all. Okay, whatever. Okay, and Mel, like, look, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I've done my work to move past what happened, and this is my gotcha with Mel. Mel saying I did the work for me to move on. Martell needed to do that with someone else, not with me. Meaning, and I said this early on, it's not Mel's job to make Martell feel healed. It's not Mel's job to fix him. It's not Mel's job to do anything for Martell. He didn't do anything for her. Did he help her through her pain? No. Why? Because he was over there fucking on coleslaw. And it's weird that people feel like Mel was wrong for not wanting to have a conversation about what he is now wanting to deal with. You don't have to do that with me, bruh. Okay, so they get into him inviting Scott because she's like, I did not like you inviting them over here. I'm saying the trip was fine, but you should not have done that. I did not appreciate that. Okay, I had a good time before they got here. I had a good time when they left. But again, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm not gonna be a part of anybody who was trying to take me down because you was also with them. You was the head dangling, okay, trying to take me down and the bullshit. Okay, and again, folks forget last season, every conversation Martell had with anybody was dissing Mel. Everyone. That's why this season, Tisha and Daphne was surprised that he did not join in on them bashing Mel. He didn't do that this season, but he did it all last season. Every time Mel was around anybody, they was fully kind of on Martell's side because they were trying to fuck Mel over. Mel does not have to have any conversation with her ex-husband about what he did to her because she moved on. Step 1 was the fucking divorce. Step 2 was keeping the divorce final, okay? Step 3 was I'm not going back to you. But Martell, who now wants to have a talk with Mel about what he did years ago, it is not her job to help him. Truthfully, Martell bringing all this shit back up is to trigger Mel, to make her feel sad. Yes, let me remind her how great we were, how great our marriage was, how happy we were. To have to then remind her of how I fucked that up. It's called gaslighting. Let me bring up stuff that I know will piss you off. So that way, if you respond pissed off like, it makes you look bad, not me. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. And again, Martell was the main person last season talking cash shit about Mel all the goddamn time. Who was pissed at them last season for that. When him and Daddy was sitting around or whatever and dogging Mel, who was mad. And now, because he know he can't hurt her, let me keep trying to bring up what I did. Let me, because again, saying sorry is great. It's fine. Whatever. You don't have to do that to me over and over. If you want to say sorry, cool, fine, it's over. Fine. Okay? Go ahead, fuck you. Okay? Now, what's making me mad? They was talking about how, again, her saying she was not going to be friends with anybody. They were trying to fuck her up, okay? I would never be friends with them because it's on some bullshit. And he's going to play innocent. Well, this and you took a chance to talk about me or whatever, and I'm being a better person. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because him acting like Mel is crazy when she said you took every chance to come at me. What? I didn't know. Dude, yes, the fuck you did. Take that. Okay? And when she's saying to him, Martell, you took every chance you could before with the Scots and also with Destiny to come at me and dog me out. Why would you think I want to be their friend? Why would you invite them on my trip? Okay. Well, Martell then says to me, that's your problem. You so negative. I was like, bitch, what? Again, trigger. Okay. He said, you just need to hush. Because what? Martell trying to ignore what he did by saying, oh, let me just say sorry. I want to say sorry, but I don't want you to remind me of all the shit I did. Don't bring up all the shit I did. Just let me say sorry. That is how it works. Then trying to gaslight her and be manipulative to say, hey, let's be grown for our kids. Where the fuck was your children when you were fucking coleslaw? Where were the kids? Where were they? Were they at home? Were they with Mel? Were they at a sitter? At a sleepover? Where were they? You can't come around here and say, hey, don't be negative. Let's be grown for the children. You want me to accept your shit without calling you out on your shit. You want to talk around what you did. You want to say I was a bad person. I wasn't the best male. You know what I'm saying? No, you were a fucking asshole to me. You embarrassed me. You tried to break me, motherfucker, and it didn't work. And now you want me to be your friend? Fuck you. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said, okay? And you can't invite me to dinner to discuss things, but then try to control what I say. You whole, Mel, hush. Oh, don't be negative. That's not negative. Me bringing up what you're apologizing for is not me being negative. Period. It's easy because then folks watching the show, all they hear is Martell saying, oh, Mel, don't be negative. Oh, Mel, don't bring up the old shit or whatever. But you did it. If you want to fully have a conversation about shit, okay, let's have one. Or else shut the fuck up. Go talk to Dr. Francis. It's not my job to help heal you, bitch, is what I would have said. A part of Mel's healing, a part of her job is not to help Martell feel better. It isn't to help his conscience. No, bitch. And then, him, when he brought up how, Mel want to keep brought up her song, okay? And that song is made about, bitch, you made a baby. You made a little tiny human. You want to complain about Mel bringing up her song that she wrote about you cheating, but you don't want to bring up the fact that her Mel's children will forever speak about the baby you had on her. You want to bring up a goddamn song, but you helped a thought, cold fucking slaw, push out a baby. And that baby walking around here and is part of the cause of our divorce. But you about a fucking song, bitch? There's a walking manifestation of your cheating on this earth forever that I will have to see. I have to put up with a punk ass baby mama acting like I hurt her or like I was a bitch when she fucked my husband. Anytime Martell say to me, be grown for the kids. Let's be fuck them kids. Which kid, Martell, our kid or your kid? Which one? Who am I being a bigger person for? Our 4 kids or your break baby? Not break, your cheat baby. Yes, them showing him and Mama Holt talking and him saying, yes, we get a divorce because the other girl is pregnant. Let's not forget why the fuck they divorced. So anybody around here who talking cash shit about Mel as if Martell did not knock a whole bitch up while they were married during COVID. Let's not forget Mel had Sugar Mama during COVID. He got Cold Star pregnant during the fucking deadly ass the COVID. We did not know what COVID was. All we knew was folks was dying. You out here fucking that bitch raw during COVID. And now you want me to sit up here and not be truthful about what you did about being grown for our fucking kids. Bitch, which kid? Your 4th or the 5th? Which one? People want to ignore why Mel act how she act toward that man. I refuse to let it be that way. I love that Mel point is when she's not around Martell, she good. Living life, she's happy, wholesome, whatever. But I also get when she around that motherfucker, it's different. Because she's human. And as we see, Martell is a fucking goddamn wrecking ball. Was Martell hurt? Yeah, he was hurt because he ruined his marriage. What Martell said before, that he was unhappy in the marriage, Mel wasn't doing this or that, and he went out and cheated because for him, divorce wasn't an option for him. So he just went out and cheated. He then felt like, in my opinion, that Mel would never leave him. Why? Because they had 4 kids. And his mama wished for life just to have a man in the household. And he thought all women need is a man in the household. It don't matter how bad he is to her, because Cole's not put up with him being married. Okay, his mama probably taught him, I wish I had a man in this house. I wish. So to him, he felt like, okay, Mel won't ever leave me because before she left, not yet. So now, y'all want to act like Mel need to grow up. Mel ain't healed. Man, fuck y'all. Team Mel. Not really Team JayLeesCorner. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? How can y'all have watched the show and know he didn't, y'all acting like she's wrong for when she's around him? It's different. She ain't been around that man in 2 years. And the first time they on a goddamn trip together, he want to bring up the cheating and how sad he and how upset, how sorry he is, how horrible he was to her. And y'all expect her to just bow down. Oh, I'm so sorry, Martell. Martell, I'm so sorry I hurt you. I'm so sorry, Martell, that you are, that you were hurt for you cheating on me having a baby. I'm so sorry, Martell, that after you cheated on me for years and had a baby, I'm so sorry that 2 years after our divorce, now you feel sorry. Fuck out of here. That's how no children should not review and Twitter comment on shit they don't know nothing about. Period. Again, it's not about male being perfect. It's not about male being innocent. It's about realizing what he put her through that we all saw with our own two eyes. Have y'all not seen Hope, the baby? What's the name? Lil Knox. We see Cole all the time on social media. Well, she was. She not now. She not now, but she was. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with male. So anybody who don't understand, that lady can be healed, and what he does is not physically, emotionally hurt her anymore. So that part has healed, but she still fuck Martell to the death of me. It's still, he can kiss my ass. Okay, Martell. All right, it's still that. It's still that. He had a baby. I don't care what. Until Martell cannot want sympathy, until Martell can just move on with life, it's fuck Martell because of what he put her through. The reason Mel don't be around him is because of what he put her through. And for those of y'all who forgot, after this shit, I'm gonna go back and find my live where I'm gonna repost that shit. We gonna remember after all this shit happened, because we know the fight happened, which we was laughing about. Okay, this trip happened. Martell was on live dogging Mel again. You have to remember shit. Y'all have to stop only looking at what Martell doing right now. Tisha and Mel beefing to me don't mean shit. Mel and Martell, who are the mother and father of 4 children, that matters. And Martell fucked that up. Mel don't have to ever accept him ever if she don't want to. But what she should not be held liable for is how he feels. What she should not be held liable for is having to accept his apology. I don't have to accept your shit. I don't have to. No. No, ma'am. And when he said, no, because he brought up, Mel said, Martell, you need to figure out how you feel on your own. You know what I'm saying? And I agree. Martell can't sit up here and hope that Mel can help him heal. Fuck out of here. But what she did to this, which is smart, was, but I do think we should do parenting classes. We need some parenting classes. We need some therapy to help us co-parent effectively. But how you feel about our marriage and what you did, that's not with me. No. Talk to somebody else. Okay, and he agreed. Okay, we do need some parenting classes. Okay, fine. But he then says, in a sincere voice, I'm just so sorry, you know what I'm saying, for what I put you through. Okay? And she said the best question, what makes this apology any different than the one before? Because again, he said sorry before. Martell has said sorry. Mel, I'm so sorry, Mel. I am so sorry, Mel, for cheating on you, for lying on you, for calling you a thought. I'm so sorry. He's always said he's sorry, and then kept doing shit over and over and over again. So you know your ex-husband's pattern. When he comes being nice, you don't believe him because he's done this over and over and over again. We've seen Martell do this over and over and over again. You hear me? Okay. And he said, well, this is different because now I just know I should not have blamed you. Okay. I know what I did was wrong. Okay, and that's why I was gonna sit down here and talk to you because I wanted to come around here and be sorry. I just wanted to be sorry. You know what we had a beautiful family, beautiful thing. We had our whole life mapped out. It was all in the stars. We had everything down, everything. Okay, and I ruined it. I fucked it up, man. I fucked it up, man. And he hoped that she would just fall put into his hands. Oh my God! And watching Mel, wrong thing. Watching Mel sit and have to listen to him say sorry. Looking at her, I felt like a part of her needed to hear him say unapologetically that he fucked up and he was truly sorry. Okay? And because she smiled, I received it. I received it because, that was nice for him to do that. But again, he was still trying to force her to accept how he felt to make him feel better. But I do think a part of her felt good to hear him admit he was wrong, even if he go back on his word, which he did. She still know at one point, I know it wasn't me. I know it was him. Period. Because she was listening, she was fully listening, or whatever. But Martell's full of shit. But I can see her, like if you watch her breathing, sitting there, and when he fully said how he know he was wrong, he was sorry. A part of her did feel relief. Okay, he at least said it one time, without being an asshole. But again, he may still, be an asshole later. But again, it's fine. But again, I receive it, and she smiled. To me, that was one genuine moment between both of them. However, Mel don't owe Martell shit else besides I receive your acknowledgement. That's it. Yes, Brittany. He then kept doing interviews after that line about her. Girl, that's the crazy. Heard it all before. You know what I'm saying? Asshole. Now, Mel do say, she hope they can get back to being friends, not lovers, nothing but friends, because that's how they were in the beginning. She said, "There's no romantic shit here. There's nothing romantic with them, nothing, not at all." But she's like, "I want us to get back to being friends, where there's no bitterness and there's no attitudes. We can go co-parent greatly." And I think that could happen eventually, but Martell has to stop trying to control the narrative. Martell feel like when Martell say, "I think we can be good," Martell means if what I say go, we good. If whatever I say, if you agree with it, then we're good. Anytime Mel like, no, he takes that as her being negative. Anytime Mel has pushback, he wants to call that being negative. It's like, no, fuck you, Martell. Fuck you. Anyway, the following day, they sit around and talk a little bit more because she like, look, I was shocked that you had a whole separate table for us. I'm saying, because we don't do that. This fucker said, we don't do this either. We don't do trips together. Negro, because you cheated. And he then said, well, we both have to give a little. Okay. You invited me on this trip, and I invited you to dinner. So, nigga, what? No. Again, he wants to control the narrative. And whenever she's just voicing how she don't want him just planning stuff and not asking her before, he makes it seem as if that's her being difficult. And she also pointed out, like, I just don't think we need to rehash the past. Like, we should stay away from that or whatever and just move forward and be positive. And folks don't get this. Mel don't owe that man no conversation about him. He cheated. He kept cheating and kept cheating and got her pregnant. Got her pregnant again and got her pregnant again. And the baby was born. Okay. She don't have to rehash what he did because he know what he did. He don't need Mel to co-sign the fuck shit Go look at Hope. Go look at the baby. Anytime he wants to have a conversation about what he did and how things worked, how he fucked it up, go look at your youngest son. That is the proof of how fucked up you were in your marriage. Not saying the baby itself is that. I'm saying the fact that you have a child shows what you did. You don't have to rehash shit with Mel. You don't have to tell her that she needs to give a little bit more. Bitch, she gave you life, meaning she let you live after you did what you did. So Mel saying we never have to rehash the past. Meaning, bitch, rehash the past mean we have to keep talking about your fucking son that's here. What's the point of rehashing it? You know what you did. I know what you did. I can see it. Okay? If we do not rehash the past and we keep it moving, it can be positive. I said it before with my birth father. When he came back around, he consistently wanted to rehash the past. And I say, motherfucker, can't do that. Because it always started an argument. I said, at one point, I said, look, we don't ever have to discuss you being an absentee father. Ever. Whatever your reasons were, be it the drugs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He went through a lot. But when you try to rehash stuff in defense of yourself, when we have two different opinions on what the fuck happened because I lived it and you was not there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to know you cannot want to rehash the past just for you to feel better if you want to move forward sometime. Sometimes you have to, you know what? It happened. We can't change it. It is what it is. Let's move on. And that's why now we are very, we cool. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him last week. Martell has to know ain't no rehashing, bitch. Not none. Okay? And her point was like, look, the point is, she said saying what coulda, shoulda, woulda happened don't matter. Because we moved on. Like, we do not need to say what we had was great. We could have had something great. It don't matter. It don't matter because we ain't going back. Couples who want to reunite want to rehash it because they want to get past it. Get through it to get back to a place of togetherness. Mel don't want to get back with him. She know what he did. She know how bad he treated her. She don't need to rehash it. He wants to because he feel like if they go back to how great things were before the cheating, he think she will want him back. And each time she knock his ass down a peck or two, like, no, we not doing that shit, he gets pissed. And what Martell said, he just wanted to know what he did wrong in his marriage so that his next marriage can be successful. I said, bitch, it's not Mel's job. That's not Mel's job. Go talk to Dr. Francis. Go talk to Judge Maybelline. Go talk to whoever. Go talk to Jesus. You cannot want Mel to help you fix your next shit. You should know by now what you did wrong. You stepped out on your marriage. You felt like you was the only one who needed to be coddled in your marriage. You cannot put that. You already broke Mel. Tried to. You already tried to break her. Do not put her at the goddamn person who is now in charge of trying to fix you for the next bitch. No. Go to counseling. Talk to them. Leave me the fuck be. The time for you to figure out what was wrong was before you went out and cheated. Let alone never even after you cheated and told me you would stop cheating, but you kept cheating. That's a bigger gotcha because you knew you were wrong, but you kept doing it. So folks who make it seem like Mel was wrong or petty or childish or ain't healed because she not around here trying to fix Martell, you're fucking stupid. And I mean that respectfully. Why would anyone expect a grown woman who went through what she went through with that man to now be the one to have to help him. Not on this earth, not in my world. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Martell did not cheat once and Mel left him. Martell didn't cheat for a couple months and Mel left. Martell cheated for 5 years. He cheated for 5 years and she still said, stop. I'm not leaving, just stop. And he kept fucking that lady and got her pregnant. So let's not make it seem as if Mel quickly left her marriage. Let's not make it seem as if Mel didn't give him any chances to stop doing shit and to figure out while being married to her how to fix shit. You can't come to me 2 years after divorce, after you cheating for 7 years, and expect me to care about your fucking feelings now because you. I was so pissed. I was scrolling Twitter and I was like, the fuck is wrong? I saw so many people. Mel, I was like, y'all, I thought I was gonna watch the episode. I'm like, damn, was Mel that bad? And I watched today and I was like, Mel acted regular as any other ex-wife who's finally around the ex-husband who did all those things to her would act. The fuck? Common sense is I'm not trying to be around here coddling you as a fucking divorcee. Anyway, they both agreed to, you know what I'm saying, try to be better. Okay, Mel said, I want us to both find somebody else, to get married again or whatever, raise our kids and be able to, have the other people in our life around our kids. I'm saying he agreed. Okay, and thanks for letting him get the kids, it's her weekend and go to his book signing or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We just have to respect each other's boundaries. And when he said, because you mine too, fuck your boundaries. Fuck your boundaries. Okay? Anyway, that was our episode, y'all. I was so pissed watching the episode because I was like, people was really acting like Mel was on some bullshit. And I was like, what is she doing wrong? Did y'all forget what Martell? I said, people forgot what Martell did. Or they took it as what Mel said she was healed. So she's healed. She should help him heal. Fuck that. No. Mm-mm. Me being able to be in your presence with our children for our kids' sake is a big feat. And I did it for today, and I may not do it again until later, okay? But, we now know that Martell still, after the trip, was an asshole to her. In real time. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I will be live tomorrow for a gospel chat at around 9:30 p.m. Will I go live again today? I don't know. I may go live after Potomac. I'm not sure. But yeah, I may go live after Potomac today so that I don't have to do a recorded thing later tonight. So come back around here around 9:30. Okay, come back around today around 9:30. We're going to have a little chit-chat about Potomac or whatever and stuff. Okay, but anyway, at the end of the day, it's fuck Martell all day. Okay, when any man does what he does to somebody, I can't defend that man because, it doesn't matter now, whatever. Okay, anyway, y'all, make sure that you have already subscribed to my channel. Make sure to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and also Twitter. Y'all know to like the video, comment in the comment section on the replay. Y'all, hit share. Hit share. I hope I had a good time and a great conversation. Again, 9:30-ish p.m. tonight. Come on back around here for Potomac and I'll have that talk then. Other than that, y'all, I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.